What does evolution tell us about that competitive sort of dating game? What does it tell us if I'm trying to be attractive as a man? What do I need to be demonstrating in order to attract the opposite sex as a human?
Yeah, so what you want are what we call honest signals of quality. And the thing is that we've all evolved to look through fake signals. And so lots of animals will pretend to be things that they aren't. They puff up their chest or raise up their shackles or do something to look big and intimidating. We have human ways of doing that too. But in humans, bizarrely, well, in all animals actually, one of the clearest honest signals for men to demonstrate for women is risk-taking. Now that seems bizarre. Why would taking a risk attract females? Well, it attracts females because there's two outcomes when you take a risk. You either succeed, showing just how skilled you are at whatever the domain is, or you fail and either turn into a road rash, and therefore you've removed yourself from the gene pool, or you bounce right back up because you're such a robust organism. In either case, you're demonstrating that's an honest signal of quality. When we follow the data over time, we see that high testosterone men are more likely to pair up. They take these risks. Women find them attractive at some level, even if they don't personally feel like it's attractive at the moment, but something about that is attractive to them. And it may only be getting other men to back off. When I take these big risks, you may say, well, I'm not going to try to crowd in on Bill Scene. He's too tough. We don't know with certainty. But they take these risks, and then once they partner up, then their testosterone levels go back down. Because once you have a family, taking risks is foolish. You want to take risks to get in the mating game, but you don't want to keep taking risks once you've got people depending on you.
So I've got honest signals of, did you say quality?
Yeah.
Honest signals of quality as being attractive as a man. I've got risk-taking. What else?
Things like physical size is an honest signal of quality. Things like wealth. If you earned all that money, there's inherited wealth. We live in this kind of funny world, but it still gives you all the advantages of wealth if you earned it yourself. There's ambition, things like that. People look for ambition because if you are out there working hard all the time, it's an honest signal that you're going to probably continue to do that, provide for somebody, et cetera.
I often think about personality, and why is humor a attractive quality in men?
That's a great example. Humor is an honest signal of quality. Now, it's funny because you could think, well, you could just be funny by memorizing jokes. But if you think of your friends who are funny, you don't sit down and go, hey, did I tell you the one about Pat and Mike? That's not how people are funny, unless they're paid to do that up on stage. People are funny by making connections that you hadn't thought of, by twisting the world 90 degrees and linking things together. And that takes an agile mind. And, there's more genetic expression in our brain than anywhere else in our body, so it's a sign of good genes. And also, we're a cognitive species. Being smart is super important for men and women. That's how you succeed. But as humans, we also care an enormous amount about kindness. And if that person who has nothing else going for them is kind, that person's going to do well in life, because kindness ends up trumping everything just because there's a host of reasons for that, but one of which is that if you're a kind person, you're a great partner to me, even if you've got almost no other good qualities. You need some minimal levels of competence. But once you cross minimal competence, kindness means you're going to look out for me, and that matters a lot.
Do nice guys finish last in the evolutionary world?
They don't, actually. So the good thing about being a nice guy is they tend to finish first. And so when we look in hunter-gatherer communities and we look at people choosing their partners to go out on hunts in the morning, they actually choose the nice guys over the better hunters. Now, again, you need a minimal level of competence. Now, they pay a big price to finish first because lots of people take advantage of them. And so I share with you, and you never share back with me. But if I'm a nice guy, I'm like, that's okay. Stephen will come around. Someday he'll learn to share with me too. Or if he doesn't, that's okay. He's a good guy, and I like to give him half my rabbit that I caught. So they're in economist terms, they're suckers a lot. They give a lot more than they get. But as far as winning in the world, everybody wants to be with them.